Parent function, a set of basic functions used as building blocks for more complicated functions. There are 6 types of parent functions: constant, linear, absolute value, quadratic, cubic, and square root, and you should have all 6 memorized. A transformation changes a graph's size, shape, position, or orientation. A translation shifts a graph horizontally and/or vertically, but does not change its size, shape, or orientation. Here's an example of a translation. Y equals absolute value of x is the parent function, and the 2 graphs below show vertical and horizontal translations. If the number being added or subtracted is outside the parentheses, then it is a vertical translation, and subtraction moves the graph down, and addition moves the graph up. If the number is inside the parentheses, it is a horizontal translation, and adding moves the graph left and subtracting moves it right. A reflection is a transformation in which a geometric figure is flipped across a line, creating a mirror image. The parent function in this example is y equals the square root of x. The 2 bottom graphs illustrate reflections over the y and x axis. If the negative sign is inside the parentheses, then the graph is reflected over the y-axis, meaning that it is flipped sideways. If the negative sign is outside the parentheses, then it reflects over the x-axis, or flips upside down. A dilation is a transformation that produces an image that is the same shape as the original, but is a different size. It stretches or shrinks the original figure. The parent function in this example is y equals x squared. The 2 bottom graphs show dilation of this function with scale factors of 3 and 1/2. C represents the scale factor in dilations. If C is less than 1, then the graph widens, but if C is more than 1, then the graph narrows. Which one is a dilation of the parent function? The answer would still have the same function as the parent cubic function. Choice C is a cubic function that has been widened by some scale factor, making it a dilation of the parent function. Choices A, B, and D have completely different functions and therefore should not be considered. Which one is not a parent function? Choices B, C, and D all start at the origin and are known to be parent functions. Choice A is a translation of y equals x, so A is the correct answer. Match each parent function with its graph. Again, you need to have an understanding of the parent functions for this problem. Y equals x is a linear function, basically a straight line. Y equals the absolute value of x has a v-shape that comes to a point at the origin. Y equals x squared looks like a u that centers at the origin. If it helps you remember, y equals x cubed kind of looks like an S shape. Y equals square root of x starts at the origin and increases in a curve to the right. Given the parent function y equals x squared, use the red point plotter to show the points of transformation for the function y equals negative x squared plus 2. First, make a table of x values. Here, we used negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Plug these numbers into the equation to find the y values. The x values and corresponding y values that you just found make up your coordinate points. Use the red point plotter to plot these coordinate points on the graph. Just to give you an idea of what the function would completely look like, we drew the line of the function.